Well,
Just
guess
holding out
what,
hope.
man? Not only do you get to take your shot by ranking Trey Lance at number 9, I get to take my shot because we're moving on to our 12th ranked QB, and that is Derek Carr of the Las Vegas Raiders. Last year in 2021, he finished as the 12th ranked QB. I have him ranked currently as the 12th ranked QB.
Wow.
Jacob has him as the 12th ranked QB.
Wow.
Consensusly, he comes in as our 12th ranked quarterback, and ADP had to ruin it because he is currently the 14th quarterback going in redraft leagues, and that is the 9th round. Listen, the same thing we said about Aaron Rodgers. It's not every day you lose the best wide receiver in football. Well, it's not every day that you get the best wide receiver in football in the acquisition of Davante Adams. They've also done a number of things to improve that offensive line. And I think with the one thing with Josh McDaniel, the new head coach, we could see a scenario where this team turns into a rushing first offense, which last year they were kind of more balanced in that regard. It could be a more rushing first offense, but I don't think you get Davante Adams and just rush the ball 30 times a game. Derek Carr is set up to succeed. We saw him last year without Davante Adams, quarterback 12. It's only logical that he sees a natural tick up in progression. And I think this is a year where the Raiders have turned it around. Defense is still the biggest question mark. It's always been one of the biggest question marks for the Las Vegas Raiders. They're playing in one of the toughest divisions in football. That also leads me to believe that a lot of these games, they're going to be shootouts. They're going to be grudge matches. And Derek Carr is going to be forced to throw that ball a lot. And I think when you have weapons like Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Davante Adams, Josh Jacobs in the backfield, Kenyon Drake, and a number of other acquisitions that they've made this offseason, I think the ceiling's the limit. I don't really know how you would say that. But I think it's all signs, systems go for Derek Carr and this Las Vegas Raiders offense, which is why I have him ranked number 12. Jacob, you have him ranked number 12 as well. What are your thoughts?
That's crazy to me. I didn't know we both had him at number 12. That's ironic that it worked out that way.
Jacob never looks at the notes, guys.
No, I just didn't look at exactly where we both had each guy. Derek Carr, man. I'm a Derek Carr defender and supporter. I think he's a lot better than people give him credit for, but it's crazy to me. Like, he adds Davante Adams. He doesn't lose anybody significant. He keeps Renfrow and Waller. When those three are on the field together, is there a better trio in on offense? Like, they're up there. I don't think there's a much better trio than that as far as pass catchers go. And if they're all healthy and all on the field, I think this offense is going to be insane. And who's their coach? Josh McDaniel of the New England Patriots. And not, he's had a long journey through the NFL, but I think it's a good thing that he's their coach. Absolutely. And I think he's very intelligent. He's going to put the pieces together and set this offense up for a lot of success. And correct me if I'm wrong, but your defense is not the greatest, correct?
Yeah, I said that. You don't need to rub it in.
Okay, no. I'm not rubbing it in, but I think there's going to be a lot of shootouts. Think about this. They play in the AFC West every single matchup. So 2, 4, 6 matchups a year in the AFC West. All of those games are going to be crazy shootouts. Therefore, every single quarterback in the AFC West, their numbers are going to be boosted throughout the whole season. They each have 6 games against each other. So those are all going to be 35-point games, in my opinion. So
a lot of fantasy points.
Yeah, I mean 35 points on each side games. So I think people aren't considering that. And I could see a world where Derek Carr's top 5. I could see it.
Well, since 2014, his rookie season, Derek Carr has never been outside the top 18 at quarterback. So, again, these guys that have consistency that are a little under the radar, that's not including his 2016 finish where he finishes the quarterback 10, 2020 where he finishes the quarterback 11, and 2021 where he finishes the quarterback 12. So he's been able to string a few years together, especially as his team, watching the Raiders as much as I do because they are my team. there's been a mixed bag of reviews out there in Derek Carr over the years. But if there's one thing you can't knock him, it's that, at times he gets the job done. And he's a really good quarterback. Is he great? He hasn't shown it yet, but this is the year to put up or shut up. And I think he's a great find towards the back end of your draft in the early 9th round. I would be fine having him going into this year. I would be fine having him as my QB1, and I will book that down.
Especially if you let everybody else draft Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes in the 3rd and 4th round, and then you stack up on other positions and you take Derek Carr later on. I'm totally happy with that.
I would absolutely love Derek Carr. Obviously he finds ourselves as the 12th ranked QB. If you play in a 12 team league, that is QB1, which is what most formats are. But right around 12, Derek Carr is the first guy where I look at all these guys on our list. He's the guy that I feel the most comfortable with starting as my QB1 in these 20 through 11. So that's just kind of where my thoughts are. And again, we're both a little bullish after talking about these guys back to back, Trey Lance, Derek Carr. Hey, bias is a thing. Get used to it. That's where we have them.